Abby's friend mentioned a crypt somewhere around the library. I'll meet you there. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Vine para crecer espiritualmente.
Have you come to the mission seeking salvation or its secrets?
I'm not sure. A little of both, maybe.
Ah, to wait for life to unfold before you is a luxury of the young. I was like that once, drifting along.
Is that how you came here?
Huh? Oh, in a way. In a way. Can I offer you a small piece of advice? Make a choice before it's made for you. Ah, enough of my meddling. Are you looking to trade? Good deal. I'm sure you will be satisfied. Good deal. I'm sure you will be satisfied. I'll be here if you want to deal some more.
This document outlines the goals and works of the Mission of St. John. In addition to their individual spiritual goals and their outreach programs, the people here are clearly passionate about contributing to the nearby communities. Education, literacy, healthcare, even donating a portion of the food they raise. Now, this is a fascinating concept. The Miracle Club. Come meet people that share your beliefs, devotion, and taste for adventure. Create lifelong memories as you travel the world together. It's a Christian singles group dedicated to visiting pilgrimage sites. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. This is an official document issued recently by the Holy See. In consideration of this mission having been badly damaged by an unusually violent and entirely unexpected volcanic tremor, they sent requests to every Spanish-speaking diocese, asking them to consider sending missionaries to restore and rebuild this holy site.
Había una vez un ratoncito, lindo y pequeñito. El malvado gato lo detectó, a él corrió y lo atrapó.
Mejor nos vamos. ¿Y ahora? Esperar a que...
This document describes the founding of the mission. There were 4 solar eclipses in this region around that time, in 1521, 1538, 1539, and 1543. Spanish missionaries reported that during each one, a vision of John the Apostle appeared on this site. So in his honor, the mission of St. John was built here in... All full up. Can't carry anymore.
Es en serio, estos planos no tienen sentido.
"30th of December, 1603. Lopez has just returned from a nearby village, and with him came a group he says will follow him and help us with construction. There was something strange about his behavior. I attributed it to the long journey through the jungle. That night, however, he admitted what had been bothering him. 'They followed me,' he whispered. 'The others.' He walked off. I spent that sleepless night worrying about his deviations toward madness.
So there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why secret? If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help. Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified, and finally entombed.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
For the dead.
These collars were used abroad the Nostromo, likely ferrying the captured indigenous people back to Spain to be sold as slaves. I wonder how it ended up here.
Calling me a witch. Imagine.
I'm sorry?
I'm a herbalist, a shamefully unrecognized branch of medical science. And that child's grandmother was a dowser. The things people ignore that are right in front of their noses.
Some people are afraid to believe in what they can't understand.
Ha! You sound like Isa.
Isabella, the archaeologist. You know her?
A smart girl, a good researcher, and unafraid to admit there are things she doesn't know. She's the one who broke the cross by climbing on it. I don't know what was in her head. I tried to stop her, but she was very upset about something, angry and full of grief at the same time.
Do you know where she is now? I'm looking for her.
I don't know. After the cross broke, she ran away, but I didn't see which direction. In the state she was in, I knew better than to try to interfere with her. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You've given me more information than I had. Do you need some help with this cross?
I do. But first we have to get those children out of the way. It isn't safe for them to be running around while we work. That blind trickster filled their heads with tales of treasure, and they think I mean to steal it.
I'll talk to them.
Hey, get away from here. It's our treasure.
It's getting quite late. How about postponing the hunt until tomorrow?
No, we're not leaving till we find it.
We'll sleep here if we have to.
Oh, I hope it doesn't come to that. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, we told you. You're not getting our treasure. Manu said if we find it, we can keep it.
That's a shame. The sisters told me you were very good at sharing, and I do know a lot about treasure hunting.
You know the sisters? She could tell on us.
I won't tell if you won't tell. I have a secret too. I'm the brave adventurer Lara Croft.
Whoa. We won't tell. You can help us. If you find the treasure, we'll split it, even.
You've got a deal. What do you need?
Manu told us we need to solve a riddle to find the treasure.
Are you any good at riddles?
I'm an expert. Let's hear it.
I want you to take my supply.
I'm nourished when the heavens cry.
If I get sick, a village dies.
Who am I?
This Spanish document is fascinating. It tells the story of several natural disasters which struck this area. A flood, a fire caused by lightning, and a severe volcanic tremor. In each instance, buildings on this site were badly damaged, requiring considerable rebuilding. All full up. Can't carry any more. There's something there. Looks like there's something here. Fool's gold and costume jewelry. But the kids will love it.
Señorita, vaya más despacio.
So did you find anything?
I sure did. Look at this.
We're rich. Hold on, hold on. We said everyone gets an equal share, so
Oh no, I couldn't possibly accept any of your treasure.
you mean it?
Absolutely.
I knew it right away when I saw you. I said there's a real hero.
Please, please, it was nothing. I only did what any reasonable person would do.
Thanks for finding the treasure. We're going to show it to Manu.
I don't know how you got Diego and the rest of those kids out of the way, but I'm glad you did. Now we can get to work.
Where should we start?
Over this way. Thank you for your help, and I hope you find Isa. I'm worried about her. I wish I knew why Isabella was trying to climb the cross. Maybe something about the cross can show you where Isa went.
There's an inscription. Look through me to find the way.
Go ahead. I'll be around.
There's the next cross. I can see another. I can see another. There's the next cross. All full up. God, looks like there's something here. Wait, I can push this. Got it. Hello? When I first laid eyes on Angel de la Cruz, I knew I met a man of worth. When he spoke, my heart shook. Its tremors vibrated for days after his first sermon. That evening, God himself told me to set out to prove I was the chosen one. I left the next morning, seeking to prove my worth. Isabella! Are you in here? Impossible. Isabella! Down here!
Thank God.
There you are.
Yes. Who are you?
Guillermo sent me to find you. He's worried about you.
Poor Guillermo. He's probably killing himself with guilt, too. I guess we were both right. There was a hidden crypt, and I did have an idealized view of what it would be like.
How did you injure yourself?
I was on a rope when the tremor hit. The shaking threw me into the walls, the rope snapped, and I hit the water badly. I think my ankle's broken.
In order to get you out, I'll have to go back for help. It will take several people. What's so funny?
Can one of those people be Sarah? I'd love to see the look on her face when she has to admit that one of Manu's fantastic stories turned out to be true.
I'll suggest it to Guillermo. Now, I don't think I can get out the way I came in, so I'm gonna have to look for another way out. I'll be right back.
And I'll be right here.
All full up. Can't carry any more. May Huascar's knowledge of the two afterlives be sufficient to guide us, if we arrive in either. In preparation for the ultimate test, I have begun to explore the crypts and tombs found near the mission. They are challenging and dangerous, and I am slowly improving. My reflexes are quicker. I'm getting stronger, and I dare say my eyesight in the dark is improving. I was not worthy. Forgive me for my hubris.
Lara, was that you?
It was impossible. I can't carry anymore. I have returned from my training. However, Brother de la Cruz has disappeared. The Sisters of the Mission have no idea where he went. No matter. I will wait for him to return. My heart is pure. My head is clear. I am ready for the trials, and I will prove to him I am the chosen one. I must be on the right path. The air is getting fresher.
Don't tease me. I spent the night in a crypt.
A wheel-lock pistol, never mass-produced and banned in the Holy Roman Empire. Ostentatiously decorated, a bit much for a missionary, but maybe a fitting weapon for an egoist such as Lopez. There's some damage to the pommel, but otherwise the weapon seems in fine condition. I know now that I am not the chosen one. Now I fear I have endangered the lives of Brother de la Cruz and the Sisters of the Mission. They do not know that the hollow earth surrounding the mission is home to demons, cruel, hissing creatures with twisted claws and sick, yellowed eyes. I came to this place to purge them from the world, in the name of Angel de la Cruz, to win his favor and earn my seat at his side. But I have failed. I could not contain this evil, and now it is out, and all warning of it will die down here with me. Isabella, I see daylight. You'll be out of here in no time.
You're amazing. Thank you so much.
All full up. Can't carry any more. This describes something nearby. I swim with a turtle, seen only by those who let fear fall away.
Please tell me Isabella's okay.
She is, but she's hurt her ankle, so we'll have to go back and get her.
No. I could not stand to inconvenience you any further. And besides, Sarah tells me you have something important of your own to do. Please, let Isa's friends take care of her from here.
You'll need a couple of people and a lot of rope to get her out.
I'll round them up right away. Where is she exactly?
Take the main road across the river, then follow the crosses.
Wait, the crosses? Did she find something?
She found the crypt Manu told her about.
She did? That's wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy for her. I should have gone with her, and I feel terrible about her ankle. But despite that, this is the adventure Isa's always dreamed of.
She also suggested that maybe Sarah could be a member of her rescue party.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll make sure of it. And speaking of Manu and his crazy stories, if you're looking for something hidden around here, you should probably talk to him. He worked for Isa. He's usually hoarding coal around the mission. And thank you again for finding Isabela. I don't know what I would have done if...
Just make sure she gets back safe. You must be Manu.
Who's that? Who's there?
She's the one who found the treasure.
Is that right, Diego? Well, what can I do for you?
I overheard you telling the children about Maya ruins.
Finally, someone who pays attention.
Well, you were right about the crosses. Isabella followed them to a hidden crypt.
Ha! I knew it! No one ever listens to old Manu, but I was right.
So you were. And I bet you're telling the truth about those Maya ruins.
I recognize something in your voice. The thrill of discovery, of finding something, some place unseen for hundreds or even thousands of years.
There is something thrilling about that, isn't there?
There's no feeling like it. The taste of stale, dusty air still gets my heart racing. These modern people, these so-called realists, they close themselves off from such wondrous possibilities. They can't even imagine some of the things I've seen. That I would give anything to see again one last time.
Perhaps I could be your eyes, your witness of those Maya ruins.
You could at that, yes.
Do you remember where the ruins were?
Now, where were they? I remember a pool fed by 3 waterfalls. I wish I could give you better directions, but it's been so many years.
I should be able to find it. And when I do, I'll come back and tell you all about it.
Oh, if you could do that for me. Touch that history. I would be so...
Say no more, Manu. I'll find it. I hope you've shined up those dancing shoes, Manu. I found the ruin. It was Maya, an ancient aqueduct. It was wonderful, just as you'd imagined.
I knew you would. Now, tell me everything.
The ruins had flooded because of the earthquake. I swam through tunnels teeming with peril.
Go on.
I found a vast cavern and a stone tower with massive heads carved into its sides.
The Lords of Xibalba, right? Incredible. What else?
It must have been an aqueduct of some kind. And you'll never believe this. Most of the machinery is still functional. Water wheels, 3 men high, turned as smoothly as the day they were built. It was amazing to see, Manu. To be so close to all that history where no one has set foot in hundreds of years.
I see it. I can smell it, feel it, taste it. You've brought tears to an old man's dry eyes. I can't thank you enough. I'd like to give you something.
Manu, I couldn't.
Please, I insist. It's the first relic I ever found. It's beautiful and intricate. A decorated skull. I'd like someone who has the same passion for exploring that I did as a young man to have it. Don't ever let anything kill your sense of curiosity and wonder.
I won't. Thank you, Manu. An adhesive made of tree sap and powdered bone hold the jade and other gems in place within the wearer's teeth. A crude drill, perhaps made of obsidian, would have been used to delicately carve out the notches required to hold the jewelry in place.
feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right? Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Second Seven. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
The door closed and a silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. I found it, he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room, walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it. The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors. This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century. And under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings. "25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him, so I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces. A heron and an eclipse. All full up. Can't carry any more. 26th of December, 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. This is where we were meant to be, he said, a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. We will spread the true word of God from this small mission, he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box. Jonah, this book describes a stranger's arrival at the mission. He founded the Sect of Seven. Maybe that was Lopez.
Like on the pamphlet. We must be getting close. We should keep looking.
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother James were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns. This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission. Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the 3 of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, de la Cruz had recruited a workforce of 3 dozen. They have prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother de la Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well. Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died, more will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way. The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse. There's a whole mural under here. true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere. When we find the box, how do we get the key back from Dominguez?
We'll find a way.
Let's leave. Found something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
That actually worked.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads. Station 2. Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem habitis.
Walk while you have the light.
That did it. I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you,
Sounds like a hint.
or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty. I'll give you a boost. Hey, it worked. The light leads this way. What happened to these people?
Looks like the light activated something.
Laura! Are you all right? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these frescoes. It looks like he's accepting the cross here. Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky. There's a woman in this one.
portrait hung up in the ceiling.
I don't think this was just a crypt. Twenty-fourth.
You sure that's the right one?
I'll get it.
Station 5. Jesus falls a second time. Laura, is that what I think it is?
The Stations of the Cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick?
This must be Station 6.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh. They're carrying him. They're lifting him.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet.
Mm-hmm. She's wiping his face, I think.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
Jesus, nailed to the cross. Think he's taking up the cross. He's carrying the cross. She's wiping his face, I think.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks. So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies?
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet. This is disgusting. Glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
Jesus nailed to the cross.
That inscription. Do not fear those
Think he's taking up the cross.
who are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's carrying the cross.
Do this. What the hell happened here?
Lopez had his disciple wall him in, and then. Bang.
No witnesses.
The box of Isha. Only the hands of the righteous one may seize destiny from mine.
I guess it's you then.
He led us on this goose chase. He sabotaged every clue.
All to keep this box from Trinity.
And the people of Paititi. He was totally consumed by it.
Where is she?
I don't know.
I just need the box.
Fuck you!
Well, I guess we're done here. Stop!
Let him go! Release him, and I will give you the box.
Lara, what are you doing?
I've lost enough people.
I know you have. Your father was brilliant.
He was taken from me before I could know.
He was my friend. But he was obsessed, relentless.
You didn't know him.
He refused to see the potential for destruction in his work. He had to be stopped.
You had him killed.
He was going to lead the public to Paititi. Everything I love, everything I fought for. My world would have been destroyed.
And what about my world?
You can't think it's the same.
It is to a 9-year-old girl. I was a child.
There was too much at stake. An entire civilization, hundreds of years of independence, thousands of lives. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. It's not too late. You can honor Unuratu and restore the sun.
No. The threat must be removed.
You're a low, selfish, murdering coward.
And you, Lara? How many lives have you ended? Hmm? In pursuit of what?
Lara, go!
Stop him!
What the hell?
That Rourke running past just now? Yeah.
Think we should call him?
Hell no. If there's any change in our status, he'll tell us. Gotta hand it to them. This is a heck of a place to live.
You!
God damn it! He's hunting us! Copy that. It's on.
What the hell? We've got to find something.
Take point. Roger, team leader.
This is Rourke. Jonah Maeva has the box, and Lara Croft was last seen in the church. Find them.
They just left her alone in the church. It was... Hold it. That looks promising. Negative on the search.
Jonah, where are you?
I'm in the cane field. They can't see me.
Keep your head down. I'm on my way.
Canefield, all units. Priority 1. Find Lara Croft.
You heard the commander. Let's go hunting.
Croft, I know you're out there. I should have killed you in Siberia, but Dominguez was against it. That's on me. But I'm gonna fix that mistake. Now.
He never gives up that one. Hey, where are you?
Oh, I don't like this.
Hey, did you know they're still rum in some of these barrels?
For Christ's sake, Morgan, do your job.
What's that?
You better not be screwing around. All right, let's go. I'll take point. I don't see anything.
Hey, where's Morgan?
Holy shit! I was just talking to him.
Everybody, Morgan's missing.
Let's get her.
Lara, I'm in a chopper. I've got a pilot.
What?
Hurry! Give me that box! What the? No!
John! Are you okay?
I'm okay. Fine.
Jonah!
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. I got it. I'm good.
What the hell were you thinking?
If I was you, it would have worked.
They might not get far.
Go.
Go, we got this.
Pad. This is Cardinal 1. Engine stall at 500 feet. Losing altitude. Attempting full restart. Shit. Wait one. Proceed.
That way!
Cardinal 1, report. This is Cardinal 1. Engine restarted. Rerouting controls.
No!
Command, this is Cardinal 1. All systems functional. Back on course for heading 327. Acknowledge.
Only one chance. How much longer to Paititi?
Almost there. I'm sorry I lost the box.
It's not your fault. It's Dominguez. It's Trinity. All the way back, as far as I can remember, it's always been them. I could have had a family. Everything could have been different. We will get the box, and we will stop Dominguez. Your Highness.
Lara. Where's the box?
Amaru has it.
But the death of the sun draws near.
We'll get it back before he completes the ritual.
This will not be easy. We'll have to adjust the plan. Please, take your time to prepare yourself. We'll gather intelligence and fighters.
Thank you.
I'll stay here and lend Uchu a hand. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Uchu. I have never heard of anyone getting bitten by a piranha on land before.
It was a very angry fish.
I don't have enough space for that. This describes something nearby. The youngest of four turns his back on his brothers, unable to speak as I lie in his mouth. come to Lara. Location found. Hidden. Terrain difficult to traverse. Seems safe from the stranger's intent on forcing us into slavery. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. We found their hidden city easily enough, the coordinates from Trinity being correct. The natives did not trust us, and we entered the city with spears at our necks. There was a tumult against the people. We later learned a cohort of Inca had arrived the month before. Lopez spun a tale of our desertion from the Spanish army, for our hearts could not fathom the destruction they had and would continue to cause, and we gladly exchange any or all of our goods for shelter, if only for a short while. Reluctantly, they allowed us to remain in the city, on the condition we leave our armor and weapons in a small hut outside of the city proper. The men hesitated, and finally we agreed that 2 of us would remain outside, guarding the gear. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. Any squad venturing outside Khan must take special precautions in covering their tracks. We're close now, and the last thing we need is droves of tourists showing up trying to be the first to get the perfect selfies in the city. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. I don't have enough space for that. all full up. Can't carry any more.